Well, new questions this hour about the hidden camera video of Governor Romney at a Florida fundraiser back in May and some questionable edits in a video we were told was complete, but as it turns out is not. The story broke on Tuesday when the Mother Jones website posted a 4-minute clip of hidden camera video of Governor Romney speaking to supporters at a fundraiser 6 months ago. In the video, he talked about President Obama's supporters, 47% of the country suggesting they probably weren't going to vote for him for various reasons. And he also talked about the Mideast peace process. And he has been reamed for what he said about the peace process. But was that fair? And did the tape reveal all of his comments? Here's how one show covered that second part of the story. Watch.
I look at the Palestinians not wanting to see peace anyway for political purposes, committed to this destruction and elimination of Israel, and these thorny issues, and I say there's just no way. And so what you do is you say you move things along the best way you can, you hope for some degree of stability, but you recognize this is going to remain an unsolved problem.
And so there's the goofball from Maine saying that, well, Israel, that's the unsolvable problem of my presidency. I won't even try. Anna Marie, we've never had a candidate who could ever be that stupid in front of 5 people, never mind 150 people.
It's true. And, you know, for someone who constantly accuses the president of throwing Israel under the bus, he's like thrown Israel under the bus and driven away, you know, at high speed.
Yeah.
You know, he's been presented with a problem and decided he just doesn't want to deal with it because it's unsolvable.
But that original clip of Governor Romney left out a key part of his comments on that subject. Here is the extended version of what was cut out.
But, you know, I always keep open, I always keep open the idea, but I have to tell you, the idea of pushing on the Israelis to give something up, to give the Palestinians to act is the worst idea in the world. We have done that time and time and time again. It does not work. So the only answer is show strength. Again, American strength, American resolve, and if the Palestinians someday reach a point where they want peace, more than we're trying to force peace on them, and then it's worth having the discussions. But till then, it's just wishful thinking.
Joining us now, Chris Darwalt, our Fox News digital politics editor and host of Power Play on FoxNews.com Live. Chris, it was tough to hear, but basically the clip they showed shows Romney saying there's no way we're going to get peace, it's going to remain unsolved, and then he goes on in that second clip, which was not provided any airtime, to say that peace, that American strength, American resolve will cause the Palestinians to someday reach the point where they want peace, and he goes on from there. I mean, is that deceptive editing or not? And I don't want to put it actually on Lawrence O'Donnell because he got that tape from David Corn at Mother Jones, and he's admitted to withholding that piece of the tape.
Well, remember, Megyn, there's 2 things here. One is when they first released the tape, there's a section in it where they say that the recording didn't work and there's a couple minutes missing. So that was the original missing 2 minutes. This was an edited bit that was released earlier and lingered for 36 hours that was out there driving the discussion as it related to this, that excluded the part that, when put together with what was released, is a totally non-controversial position on the American right. This is a Republican position. This is what Mitt Romney's party basically says, which is do not give concessions to the Palestinians, but instead bring them to the negotiating table once they're finally ready to submit to free and fair negotiations. That's the Republican position, and it's not that controversial. And for the way that it was cut, the way that the edit was made, it made it sound like Mitt Romney didn't care, wasn't trying, and all of that stuff.
Here are a couple of headlines that hit the news cycle after they released this tape. Okay, look. CBS, Romney says Middle East peace isn't possible. ABC, Romney, no way there will be peace. Bloomberg, Romney told donors no way on peace. And then he, as I point out in this clip, in the extended clip, he goes on to say, American strength, American resolve will cause the Palestinians to someday reach the point where they want peace more than we're trying to force peace on them. I mean, this is how the narrative, we've been talking about this, media narrative, Chris, and this is just another day in the same thing.
And what's great is that 36 or 40 hours after it's been out there knocking him over the head, 36 hours, in hindsight, I guess that wasn't what he said at all, says a blog posting somewhere that isn't much read. Now, the upside of this...
Let me just jump in for 1 second, because David Corn, the guy from Mother Jones, comes out, he's the one behind this. He says, well, I needed to cut the tapes somewhere, and those additional remarks did not change the nature of what Romney was saying. Well... Really? I mean, does he get to decide that? Because he was on MSNBC that night discussing this, and he did not say, you know what, there's another part that I left out that may add some more context.
Right. He can release whatever he wants to release or not release. But to your point about the narrative, the fact that it turns into this giant thing, even as that 47% thing was going on, this became the second note in that story, and it goes, and those headlines are so stark. And the question was not asked, which was this: is there more to this tape? Can we see the rest?
Mitt Romney suggested that they posted snippets, and David Corn tweeted out, not true. He said, no, see for yourself. Here's the full tape. And now we learn at a separate point that a full 1 to 2 minutes, this is on a separate note, may have been edited out of that 47% section of the tape. So we leave you with that. I got to run because we're up against a break. Chris, good to see you.